This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Let's get right into the news. Well, Molly Mall. He's a producer, okay? People thought I'm thinking about Mall from the Joe Budden podcast. That's not the case. Molly Mall he says he was set up by an FBI agent to take a guilty plea deal. He said they wanted me to snitch on my friends. I ain't 6'9". Alrighty. Well, we'll see, man. Let's get out. Lamar Odom, baby mom, takes him to court. She wants some cheddar because he's not paying his support. Okay, then we got DMX. He has an album coming out. Rest in peace to DMX. He has an album coming out with the Locks, Jay-Z, Nas, Lil Wayne, Swiss Beats, Snoop, Alicia Keys, Bono from U2. You got Benny the Butcher on there. Who else is on here? Another song with Nas. Oh, nice. Conway. West Side Gun. This is going to be exciting. Moneybagg Yo. Okay. We'll see. Lil Wayne and Swiss Beats. Okay, Lil Wayne's all over this thing. Okay, we got this. All right, so I'm excited for this. This comes out, and people that have gone to the listening say it's really good. This comes out in about 14 days. So about 2 weeks, right? I'm excited for that. It's sad that DMX isn't here anymore. I hate being reminded of that. Pusha T. Well, it turns out he did not ruin Drake's deal with Adidas. I don't know what it was lost over, but it says Drake signed Adidas to Adidas after a long relationship with Nike. And of course, Drake is still with Nike right now. And blah, 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 blah. Let's see. John Wexler, former Adidas executive John Wexler, he's not there anymore, okay, revealed that rumors of Drake's deal were exaggerated, and that while meetings had gone down with Kanye, nothing was set in stone. In fact, Adidas was aware of Drake's intentions to stay with Nike well before the Pusha track even came out. All right, so Drake was just entertaining the fact that he might do something with them, but stay with that Nike. Floyd Mayweather, he's allegedly taken these people to court over the Logan Paul fight for $120 million. I guess they missed a payment. So if he loses, his link is it led up to a dramatic turn. Mayweather Promotions is taking Pac Entertainment to court for $120 million for failing to make a $30 million payment back in March. Pac promised to use his connections to help host Mayweather versus Paul fight in Dubai. As part of the deal, they would pay Mayweather Promotions $120 million. They fumbled. Thanks to a mixed payment, Mayweather and his team were able to end the deal, which led to a bit of turmoil, which forced them to think on their feet, get a brand new date. So wait, so Floyd Mayweather make $30 million and then still be able to do the whole fight? Genius. He really is a genius when it comes to promotions, isn't he? And the guy's a robot. I mean, he's like the most disciplined athlete ever. Joe Budden goes on a rant about Rory and Mal on his podcast. I don't know what it was. Was it like just something they uploaded to Patreon and it got leaked? I don't know. He was talking about like Rory and Mal. They never owned anything, and they kept asking to do the accounting, and he was like, "No, I don't ask to see the accounting with Diddy." Here's the difference, okay? You can't just say that Joe Budden is right in this situation, okay? Rory and Mal made the mistake of trusting their friend. There's no friends in music, okay? They made the mistake of trusting their friend and thinking they were building something together, okay? Yeah, Joe, they were never going to get equal ownership, right? But, they expected probably 5% or, 8%, 10%. Joe would obviously retain 51%. Then Ian, his manager, would get a percent. Parks, but if Parks, Rory, and Maul got 10% each, and the rest was under Ian and Joe, that would have made sense. But they never negotiated that deal. Of course, Joe would be getting a larger percentage. Joe did him dirty, let's be honest, okay? But the way they handled everything was dirty as well, okay? I'm not going to just blindly take Joe's side, okay? The way he's painting it. I don't really care for Rory, and I don't know them all, but the Rory character I'm not too fond of, okay? I don't like his radio. I don't like his personality on the podcast. But Maul's cool. He seems like a good supporter of Joe. He's band together with Rory probably because they were under the impression they owned a percentage. You should have known you didn't own a percentage when you didn't have paperwork for that. But Joe did. If you listen to that podcast ever, Joe painted it like they were all family, all share. It was a group thing, and it wasn't. It was Joe Budden thing, hiring employees, and that's how he kind of works. And then he keeps saying, "I love him still. I love it." That's that new virtue signaling thing where you screw somebody over, but you still love them. Joe has done this in the past to other people. It's on the internet. I don't have to bring it up. Not everybody's an angel. Joe's just doing savage business like savage business is done to him. Okay? So I'm not faulting Joe either. Okay? But people do savage businesses, and this is how you get rich in this business. I'm not saying they were probably being paid just fine. I'm not saying that he wasn't paying them properly. They were upset because they felt like they could do, think about it. They were getting paid probably a lot more money with Spotify, and they got used to that for 2 years. And then, this whole past thing hit, so they couldn't go on the road anymore, for the past year. And also they got off Spotify, right? So they're on Patreon, and now they're doing sponsors. They're not getting as much money. And, they want to make sure they have a percentage, plus they're wondering why a Spotify deal was turned down, And now they can't podcast for a whole year. Joe has that in their contract. So it's a messy situation. But it's their business. But it's public business, right? Anyways, hopefully it all works out for everybody. Joe's going to continue doing his thing regardless. And we will say it's Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys. I assume Joe Budden and Academics are going to pair up. And that would be the best thing to move forward. Honestly, the most money to be made is those two together. The chemistry is undeniable between them. You can't not acknowledge that, okay? So the most money is with Academics and Joe Budden, period. And I think that's where he should go moving forward, and then have his podcast on the side. Academics has his podcast on the side. Get rid of the state of the culture. That is trash. Let's be honest. I tried watching that a few times. It's horrible. Just do the Academics thing. That's way better. And Puff doesn't seem too serious about revolt. I would do it somewhere else. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.